This video is about codominance and multiple alleles and blood types. First, what do the blood types mean? We have 4 blood types: type A, type B, type AB, and type O. These blood types are named for the antigens that are present in the body. Antigens are glycolipids that are part of the cell membrane of a red blood cell. The word antigen itself actually means a foreign substance, so it only makes sense that the body also has antibodies, which are proteins that counteract the antigens. So let's take a closer look at all of this. So blood type A contains the A antigen and has the B antibody. The B antibody counteracts the B antigen, but it cannot attack the A antigen, so therefore, that's okay. The B blood type has the B antigen and therefore has the A antibody because the A antibody can't do anything to the B antigen. It can only do something to the A antigen, which B type blood doesn't have. Our next blood type is AB, which has both A and B antigens. Therefore, it can't have either antibody because the A antibody or the B antibody would both be dangerous for someone with an AB blood type because it would attack both the antigens. So therefore, no antibodies for blood type AB. Lastly, blood type O has no antigens present, and therefore both A and B antibodies are present in O type blood because there are no antigens to attack, so nothing bad will happen. You might have heard of terms like AB negative or O positive, and you may be wondering what that means. Well, that positive or negative is determined by Rh factors, which are proteins that are on the surface of the red blood cell. If the Rh factors are present, then that blood is positive. The Rh factors are not present, then the blood is negative. Now, let's look at multiple alleles and blood types. So what are multiple alleles? They are different forms of the same gene. So for example, gene I is what determines the blood type, and it can take 3 forms: IA, IB, and I. And a human can have 2 of these alleles. They're called multiple alleles because there are 3 options, but human can still have only 2 of them. So these are the genotypes that correspond to the respective phenotypes. Let's look at this further and examine codominance in blood types. Based on what we can see from here, IA and IB are indeed dominant. When it is paired with a lowercase I, then the type O blood is not what is expressed in the phenotype. It's actually going to be the type B blood, or in this case, the type A blood that gets expressed in the phenotype. By the same token, lowercase I is recessive. It is also sometimes written as IO. And now let's look at type AB blood. This is an example of codominance. Remember, both IA and IB are dominant. AB blood has both A and B antigens. So characteristics from both of these alleles are present, and that is why this is an example of codominance. Now, let's look at an example with Punnett squares. So here, let's examine our first Punnett square. Our Punnett square shows 2 parents, one with type A blood and the other with type B blood, but they are also both heterozygous, which means they do contain a lowercase I allele. So, when they pass their traits, what are the phenotypes that are possible from this resulting cross? Well, there is a 25% chance that offspring can have type AB blood, a 25% chance for A blood, 25% chance for B blood as well, and lastly, a 25% chance for type O blood. So what we can see here is since both of the parents were heterozygotes, they also have the possibility to make their children heterozygotes as well. Now, let's come to this next Punnett square. So here we have 2 parents with AB blood. And we can see that in these phenotypes, they have 25% chance for a child of theirs to have type A blood, 50% chance for a child of theirs to have type AB blood, and lastly, a 25% chance for a child of theirs to have type B blood. What we notice is both parents need to have the lowercase I allele in order for their child to possibly have type O blood. That was all for this video. Thank you for watching and good luck studying!